Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rush Racing League. It is Division 6, and it is the last sprint weekend for Division 6 this season at the lovely Interlagos circuit of Brazil. And I am your host and Lone Wolf tonight, SJ in the comms box. If there is anyone out there that does want to jump into the comms box, feel free to let me know. Just flick me a DM and I will bring you in, and you can help me save my voice for the rest of the night, because it is a long night with a sprint weekend and also a feature. But we are here at Interlagos, and it's been a really, really interesting week so far. Interlagos. The weather has actually changed up a little bit, and I wonder if we're going to have any rain. That's going to be the main thing. I haven't seen any rain at the moment, so let's just jump on board the paddock, and I'll take you through. We'll take you through who we've got on the grid tonight, and let's look at the conditions that we've got going on. Okay, so well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have it. Rain. The first time we are seeing rain this time at Brazil, which is going to be very, very interesting. Looking forward to this. And this is going to be an interesting start to qualifying, and also what the conditions are looking like for the race. It's going to be very, very interesting indeed. Looking forward to it indeed as well. Right, who do we have on the grid tonight? Let's have a look who we've got on the grid. So, everyone on the intermediate tyres, which we will be seeing. Okay, someone's obviously going on the softs. Madness. But it is what it is. Okay, all right. We've got Druzilla in the Visa Cash Out. We've got Madpu in the Ferrari. Ranieri in the Mercedes. Ninja Goo in the Alpine. Iraq Lobster in the Aston Martin. David in the Red Bull. Mablet in the Mercedes. Fishlips in the McLaren. Milano. Zach Xaming in the McLaren. Filthy Orange in the Visa. At the kick. Oh, I didn't know that green turned into a Visa car. Oh well. Filthy Orange in the kick. Seafoles in the Haas. Eyeball in the Aston. Faded Menace in the Williams. White Wolf in the Visa. Woofer in the Ferrari. Paul and Hell in the Red Bull. China in the kick. Sick Party in the Williams. And J Man Diego in the Haas. And Vrooms in the Alpine. So, I did see that we did lose Milano, so I'll try and get Milano back in as soon as I can, very, very quickly. Always not good to lose connection straight away, and he has, which is a bit of a pain. But here we go. Lovely conditions here. Absolutely lovely conditions. And see what these guys are going to say. No, they lose your voice for the Twitch. Well, Big Ash, unfortunately, no one wanted to help. So, got to do it on my own. I did message. I did ask. No one replied, so there you go. And no communication means gotta do it myself, which is the way it's gotta go. So we'll see how we go. Might see me a little bit of a few H2O breaks. Ah, mate, you can't do that. Can't do that when you're stuck at work. That's fine. Anyway, let's give a little bit of an insight of what's going on tonight. So we do have a few quali bands. So just give you a heads up on them tonight. So J Man Diego serving it in the feature, and then we also have Ibor serving a quali band as well in the feature. And that is it at the moment from what I'm seeing, which is good to see. Which we're just going to get rid of this message. There we go. And yeah, that looks like that is it. I think anything else, I think, is yeah, all good. So we'll see how we go. Customer relations coming in with a subscription there. 23 months. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Loving that. SJ the Goat cons tonight. Sorry I could help. I could help, mate. That's all right, mate. Look after yourself. Get better. I'm going to need you for next week. And I don't want anyone burning out as well. As it was. Okay, all good. No problem. Thank you for that message, Coops. Appreciate it. You can't say I'm your wife, you know. Yes, customer relations is SJ's wife. Marzi, why don't you get in here and help me in the comms box, mate? Come on, just like old days, mate. Just like old days. Get in here and help me in the comms box. And you tell him, Abby, customer relations. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got China in a 117.877, setting the pedigree at the moment. Druzilla and both Visa Cash Apps were 119 each. Sick Party coming in with a 117.046. And I wanted to talk about this man yesterday. What a race this guy had yesterday. Jumped in, reserved, up to Division 5, and he smashed it. He absolutely smashed it. So, going to be one to watch out for tonight. Very, very quick. And also, what are the kicks going to do? Because we saw how fast Tudor was as well. Is China going to be the same? That's going to be the question as well. So these times are coming through. Lovely to see there. 117s are the pedigrees at the moment. So the top 4 have set the 17s. And we've got a few guys in the 19s as well. A 120.583. White Wolf has left the session, unfortunately, so we'll try and get him back in a second. We'll just jump on board with someone who's on lap at the moment, Ranieri. I don't know if you've noticed as well, 2 big names missing. 2 big names missing. Edge in the Mercedes not making the race tonight away, and also Thunderballs on his vacation holiday. So big shoes to fill for those drivers filling in as well, if that's either Ranieri or Mablet or Milano as well. Just let us know, Milano, if you're in the car, mate, because I've sent you an invite. I don't know what's going on. I'm not seeing anything happening at the moment. I'm going to try and get you back in. But yeah, let me know what's going on, mate, because I have not a clue. And we've got someone coming in to the comms box. And who is in the comms box with me? And it is my main man, Marzi! What's that, mate? Hopefully that mic does not do that all night.
I hope so. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Yeah, you'd never leave me on my own. Appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to get these guys.
I was going to watch the race anyway, so.
Oh, that's all right, mate. Love it. Thank you. Thanks for jumping in. Save my voice.
Yeah, all good, mate.
I'm just trying to get this Milano guy back in. I don't know what's going on. We've got no idea if he's in, if he's not in. But yeah, there you go. So 2 invites out. Just talking about yesterday's race, obviously pouring conditions. First time we've seen rain this week, which a lot of people have been a bit surprised that we've not seen rain. But I just want to talk a little bit about Sick Party last night. Absolute phenomenal race from him from reserving. Do you think that Tudor's teammate in China could be another one that we could watch out for tonight?
Absolutely. Kick has been phenomenal in almost all divisions as far as I'm continuing to follow and watching what the teams are doing. But yeah, China's definitely one of the stronger ones in there. Sick Party, Fish Lips. I gotta see the names before I commentate any further. But yeah, China definitely could be up there, man. Expect him to be. But also Sick Party had an amazing race last night in Div 5.
Yeah, no, he did. Milano, mate, what's going on, mate? You're leaving us in the dark here. Are you in a car? Are you in the lobby? What's going on, mate? Just want to know what's going on. Coops, mate, I'm live. I can't talk at the moment, mate. Well, let's talk later. Yes, interesting grid, interesting grid. We've got a 116.792 from China, setting that, and then we've also got Sick Party setting that as well, and J-Man. Big opportunity as well for some of these guys tonight to pull in a little bit of a gap. I've sent you an invite, White Wolf. I'll send you another one, mate. Let us know if you can take control. If you can't, then do not leave, and then you should be able to take control the in the feature race. So there you go, White Wolf. I don't know what's going on with Milano, but yeah, massive opportunity for some of these guys to put in points on Edge and Thunderballs tonight, especially Datora and J-Man and Sick Party.
Yeah, I'm actually ecstatic to see what J-Man gonna do. Rock Lobster as well. I know Idabor is on a quali ban, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But also I wanted to see Seafalls here. Seafall will be an interesting one. Whitefalf is always it's a little bit of a track dependency here in Brazil from most of the drivers. Some people like it, some people don't. But yeah, pretty much everybody set their time except David Milano. I know Milano's on an outlap now. Hopefully he's got the control of the car, and yeah, he can go on with at least setting a lap. But
Yes.
David's still in pits. I don't know what he's waiting for. Is he in the lobby or?
Well, look in here, and it stopped raining. It has stopped raining. So we could see some of these guys, on the inters. It's going to be a little bit damp out there. But David might have timed this to perfection, because all these guys that are on the inters are going to have to, come back in. And I don't know if they're going to have enough time to actually to get in onto the softs and, go back out. So David on the softs at the moment, 1 minute. I reckon him go out now. There you do. There you go. You've also got Paul in Hell. He'll be going out as well. You've also got Idwell. So there's a few guys that have really timed this to perfection. So we can have a bit of a change at the front at the moment, because we've got the two Williams dominating in P1 and P2. Sick Party in P1. Faded Menace in P2. Would be great to see Faded Menace get a win. He's been trying all season. He's just missed the boat at the moment. And then you also got China there in P3. So, yeah, we could have a very, very interesting end of SQ1, Marzi.
Yeah, of course. The two Williams up the front, I expected Faded to be, say, top 6, but honestly, I didn't expect him to be in P2. But that's awesome time from him on Inters as well. So let's see what they in pits. They won't have time to do the lap. So China is on another lap also on Inters. And at the moment, I'm watching Fish Lips also on Inters, which he's on a lap at the moment. He did have a purple sector 1, but let's see what he can do for the rest.
He's going to I think that might be a red. It's definitely.
Was that David?
I don't think it's soft.
Was it David?
Yeah, I think it might have been either David or Paulie.
Moving out the way?
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Bit of comments there. Too early for softs.
I'm trying to move out.
So I think the Inters have done this.
Oh, David spun again.
Yep.
David spun again. I don't think he's going to make it to the line. He's got 20 seconds to do it.
Oh, Fish Lips taking pole position, 116.16.
Fish Lips taking the pole. Nice.
Trying to see who's coming around the corner now. It's two Astons. It looked like a nice little bit of a toe there. They're about to start on soft. So is the softs going to work? That's going to be the thing here. Are they going to work? Is it too early? Are they going to get the grip? It's interesting. We saw the Red Bull. We saw the Red. No, they're struggling like anything.
Dave is still spinning around. I don't think he's going to make a lap, mate. He doesn't have time. China goes P1, 15.6. That's an awesome time.
Mablet. I'm on board Mablet at the moment. Mablet is he don't know what to do. Oh yeah, he's had to back out. He's had to back out. I think Mablet's going to lose a lot of time though. I'm just going to keep on board with Milano, who is coming into the pits. Does have P14, unfortunate. Jump back on board. We're seeing a lot of times here. Sick Party and Faded Menace, they finished up. The Hasses of J-Man. He is about to cross the line. What's it going to be for J-Man in P7 at the moment? Goes pole position with a 115.
Nice.
Gone into the 15s now, so we are seeing improvement. Who's this coming around the corner as well? It looks like it is. No, it's Faded Menace. He's dropped down. There's a Ferrari. There's still guys on laps at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. We're still seeing some Ferraris at the moment. There's a Mercedes. That looks like that
Oh,
is Mablet. Is Mablet going to improve? Yes, he does. P11. Ados, I have no idea why I've invited you, mate. That must have been an old invite, but you were yesterday's race. We've got the two Kickstabbers in China, and everyone is done and dusted. So there you go. We've got the Haas, China, and Fish Lips, both of J-Man and China putting into the 15s. Fish Lips not putting it into the 15s as of yet. So a little bit of the check warming up right at the end. Too early for the. That's going to be the breaking news of tonight's qualifying. Too early, Marzi, to get out on them soft compound tyres and have a good time.
pretty quick and on the soft. It's gonna movie staff if they ever shoot another Tokyo Drift. That's how he behaved on the track. He just couldn't keep it together. I think turn one he invalidated his lap, and yeah, I believe he's in P7 or P8. P8 now for Iraq. Nah, it's not ready for softs yet. You can't warm them up this quick anyway. So I guess that plan didn't work properly. So yeah, we've got J-Man and China and Fish Lips top three. Sick Party, Faded Manners there, and Williams sticking behind them. This is going to be a nice battle for this sprint, Jay. The Williams going to work together, hopefully, to get up 10 podium places.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a very, very good weekend for Williams altogether here. They've been very, very good. Sick Party was very, very good yesterday. We were talking his praises earlier on. And I think the interesting one about that qualifying was the guys that stayed on those inters was the right decision to do. You know, you sometimes you want to risk it a little bit, but then the track was just a little bit too damp for them soft tyres. So, but now we have raising sunshine in Brazil, which is
That's what
absolutely
we want to see.
glorious. And well, this is definitely going to change things up because I wonder how these guys are going to go in the dry.
Yeah, this makes it more interesting rather than the rain, especially for Div 6. No offense to anybody, but yeah, we'll see how they like to drive with that. I wanted to see a nice quality in the dry. So I wanted to see the pace compared to Div 5 and which guys are ready to shoot up very soon. I know Sick Party is going to be up there, but this is a whole different animal, Division 6. It's so unpredictable. You don't know who's got the great time, and then if you like the track, like Brazil is one of those tracks where you either like it or you hate it. There's no in between. For example, I like it, but I know for a fact that Panic hates it, and he did so well, mind you. But here we go, 5 lights, all yours.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the first sprint and of the night, and we are away. Remember, we won't see any safety cars because I don't know if that is a problem with the game. I think it is a problem with the game. But J-Man goes into turn one, taking the lead. China into P2, Fish Lips into P3, battling the Williams already. They're pushing that McLaren to its limits. Sick Party, we know how quick he is here. Does he going to go for the move here? No, he doesn't. He stays within formation behind Fish Lips. No, it's Sick Party. Then it's Faded. Then Iraq Lobster. Ninja Goo. Then Drusilla. Then Milano up into P9, deciding to go on the soft tyres. Bit of an alternative strategy to his teammate at the moment. They got Mad Poo down there in P10, who has got Seafoals right behind. We've got Filthy Orange in P12, White Wolf in P13, going very, very wide there in Sector 2. And there we go, Idleboard round the outside, doesn't get the job done. Pauline held down in 15th, 16th from David, 17th for Aneri, 18th for Mabla, Vrooms 19th, and Woofer 20th. A really good start, a very good start for Division 6. They have had a briefing. and I haven't. I wasn't that angry with them. I was quite light. But so far so good. Doing a great job. All 20 cars through, and a great start there. And
Yeah.
J-Man, what a time he started there already, and he needs to try and work with China and try and pull away from the rest of the pack. As Fishlips is under pressure already, Sick Party, they're going side by side, they're going wheel to wheel, a little bit of wheel to wheel on lap 2 out of 12. Oh, it's a little bit of a shove there. Sick Party goes round the outside, they're still going side by side. They need to work together, not against each other. Work with the traffic, not against the traffic. And there you go, Fishnip stays in that P3 position. Sick Party still in that P4, and Iraq Lobster has now separated the Williams driver because he cemented himself in that P5. Faded Menace and Ninja Gua going at it. Sick Party and Fishlips are going at it. Sick Party loses the back end, and he nearly loses it. And Totoro's going to get involved in this. We've got a bit of drama at the back. There's drama all over the place.
Faded.
We've got Ninja Goo going off the track. Faded has lost it. There's an incident. Lap 1, lap 2. Back to you, Mazzy.
Oh, another one. Yeah. Great start from Milano, must be. He made 10 spots so far, but I don't know what happened at the start. I didn't catch it, but Ferrari of Madpo or something and Seafalls are the only two cars at the moment with damaged wings. And I just found out that Faded Menace has got a damaged wing. I don't know what happened up the front, but yeah, there must have been an interesting start for these two cars. And as we can see, Seafalls overtakes Milano there, who's dropped out of the RS. He's got to stay in there because Druzilla and Seafall's going past him. But Seafall's, he's got a damaged wing, Ashay. I don't know how well is that going to run for him, but it's sort of a sprint. It's only 12 laps, so you push to the max. There's no point pitting now. 3 seconds for Ninja. Here we go. First one. David's keeping quiet there in P14, staying in the RS. He's got a... No, he hasn't got a damage. He's good. Yeah, so far we got 3 cars with a little bit of damage, but the interesting thing is up the front, Iraq Lobster got into the party and gone past Fishlips in P3.
Yeah, there's a massive traffic going here in this P8, P6 and P7 in position, and there we go. Milano goes round the outside, Seafoles gets the job done. Milano back into P7, and then Seafoles back out in front. We've got drama going all over the place at the moment. China now dropping down into P2, J-Man into P3, Alright, Lobster into P3, Fishlips into P4, still working together. A bit further down the back, we've got Paul and Hal down there in 15th, David in 13th. This battle in this midfield is really heating up. Oh! Madpoo was really pushing himself there. I think he had a go last night as well. So, yeah, good on him for getting the experience under his belt. And you know how some of these drivers race, Muzzy, because you're in the reserve program with a few of them.
Yes, I am at the moment. I'm also looking at Ranieri, who's also was racing with me last week in Singapore, I believe. Yeah, Singapore was last week.
He was in the socials as well. He was in the socials. Cockpit only.
And socials too, yeah. But the one driver that I'm looking for now, which already got 3 seconds, is Seafoss with that damaged wing. I don't know if he's gonna keep that car, but that's gonna hurt his race. Because they lost the DRS to the front pack, which is top 5 cars. They're not making time if they continue to fight all this time. But I think Faded and Milano just need to bide their time, sit behind them and see the situation unfold, because we know Seafoss is a little bit aggressive. He definitely is going to get another penalty with that broken wing, I believe, anyway. And if they keep fighting like this, they're just going to lose more time. At the moment, we got 7.2 seconds behind the front pack. There is no way they're going to catch up that, even if they start pitting there's no point pitting because it's sprint. But I just don't know how well is Milano going to do on these softs. Are they going to last for another 7 laps, actually?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? Has he gone for the wrong strategy? Because he's got the pace. He's in. He's going to get points at the moment. He's going to get points. He's going to get P7. So good points for McLaren at the
Yeah.
moment in that P4 and P8 position. But are them softs going to last? That's the question. Because he's under pressure from Faded Menace, who looks like to get the move done for that P8 position. No, he doesn't.
No, he
Doesn't
backs
get the
out.
move.
Backs out.
There we go. So yeah,
Very smart. He's looking after his tyres, as so is Milano. Milano needs
got
to look
damage.
after his tyres if he wants to stay in those points.
Faded's got damage.
Sorry.
Faded has got damage. Front right.
Yeah. From that lap two, when he dropped behind Sick Party, he dropped all the way down to P12. He got the damage then.
Well, they're going side by side.
Here we go.
They're going side by side. There
you
go. What
go.
we want to do. That's not what it. Oh, Milano!
Oh!
That was so close there. That might be looked at. We'll have to wait and see. He's held it. He's that could have been that could have been painful, and it's going to be painful now. 3 seconds. Needs to work with the driver, not against the driver. That's something you're going to have to learn.
Yeah, well,
especially in the feature.
That's the patience. That's the patience they have to learn, especially now that his tyres will be cooked. They'll be overheating definitely from those pins and pushing the car really hard. But fighting is not the answer for Milano if he wants to keep these tyres to the end. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And we're hearing the chats saying those tyres are going to die on lap 6 and 7. We're going to go a little bit further back up to the lead as well, because J-Man is leading this way. 2.5 teams. Direct Lobster in that P2. China in P3. Fishlip's just hanging in there at the moment. 16% ERS, not much ERS compared to these guys in front. China in 67% ERS. Iraq Lobster on 40 and J-Man on 54%. We've got more drama going on in that midfield pack still going on here, as Faded now up in a P7. Drewzilla, what a race he is having in the Visa tonight. Down there in P8, Idleborg in P9, Milano now down in P10 at the points, and at the moment Drewzilla will get that last sprint point as it's showing. Are we going to see a change going on here as Iraq Lobster? I'm going to jump on board with Iraq Lobster actually, just for a quick onboard. So he's going to make the move on J-Man on lap 8 out of 12. And we know this guy has got serious pace, but can he keep it? He does get penalties in the end of races, which does hurt him. Vroom's getting a 3-second time penalty there, and it looks like China is going to make the move and make the overtake. Yes, he does on the right-hand side. That is a very interesting way to make the move. I thought he would have done it on the left, but he gives him room and he makes the move. Lovely move there from China.
Nice move.
And
lovely move.
Complete change now. J-Man down to P3, Alak into P2, and China into P1. It's complete reverse. So Fishlips down in P4 and Sick Party in P5.
Yeah, I'm guessing these guys are just keep doing what they're doing at the moment. They're just swapping places. A little bit of a risky move from China in my books, but he managed to hold it on, and it was a great move. Ooh, we got a yellow flag at the back somewhere.
Yeah,
Milano.
Milano's gone off.
There we go.
And he's gone off on the softs.
And there. so is kick off filthy.
The orange, yeah. I don't know what happened there. I've missed it, so that might be looked at. And he's actually lost his front left plate there, so I don't know what's happened there. I actually missed that. I don't know if he is in the engineering box with the guys or not. I think he might be, but I think he is on the wrong strat. Should have not gone on the softs.
Yeah, definitely in the wrong strat. But yeah, let's.
Faded.
Oh, that's gonna hurt him. That's gonna hurt him in that P7. But he's the leader of that second sort of pack. And for now, he's keeping it, even though he's got that damage. Well, for some drivers, that damage doesn't present too much problems. But so far, so good for Manus. Oh, I had a bit of a contact with that Drewzilla in Visa Cash App, but they managed to hold it together. That sector 2 is actually lethal. You've really got to stick behind the car and try and follow. We've got Mercedes. We've got a Mercedes off Mablet, losing a wing, losing it in, turn 4?
Yeah.
He's completely lost the wing now.
I'm seeing a
What?
big pattern here. I'm seeing a big problem here, which hopefully doesn't feature. You're looking at P6 to
What's that?
P. Well, look at P6 to P5. There is a 9-second
Hmm.
gap, and we're only on a sprint.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That is a serious problem. These guys need to work with the traffic. They need to work with each other because that is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. That is what happens. You put in that gap, and then all of a sudden you're 9 seconds
Oh,
back from P5, and we know. And there he's done it. He's done it again. All right,
oh, what a
Lobster
rock.
made a big mistake there. Lost the back end. Got a
Oh, somebody
three.
has a spot.
Oh, a lot of drama going on here in the closing stages of the sprint
Ninja
race.
losing it.
They're getting a real move on around there, but they're losing the rears. They're losing the rears, so I don't know if they've got the setup
Yeah.
here. And Drew's has gone from P8 to P12, and China, well, he'll be rubbing his lips together. So will J-Man, so will Fish Lips as well. So will we start to see Fish Lips pounce now? White Wolf getting a penalty as well. The penalties in the sprint race has been outrageous. So here we go. We're on lap 11.
What is White Wolf doing in P18?
I know. He's on softs as well.
He's on softs, man.
It's not got a plan.
Yeah, soft is definitely not the way to go. And he's got damage. He's got damage. He must have had a contact with somebody. But unexpected to see him at the bottom. Mercedes is gone. I believe he's gone in to change his wing. Yeah, he's just coming out of pins now. Yeah, Iraq Lobster getting those 3 seconds changes things, which China, J-Man, and Fish actually should be licking their lips and saying, "Yeah, we're on post." Oh, he loses the rear end again. Yeah, this is what I was trying to tell you before. In that sector 2, when boys go into none and try and.
Sorry, China.
Oh, that's another move from China. Yeah.
China's
Yeah,
trying
he's
to get
keeping
him.
us on our toes tonight, isn't he?
He's trying to get him. He's trying to get him. Iraq's really losing the rear here. This is a massive opportunity for China. J-Man, Fish, and Sick Party. They can smell it. They've got 1 lap to do it. They know the Red Lobster's got 3 seconds. That's
Here we go.
Reverse. China goes for the move. There we go. So does J-Man. He's following him, and he goes for the move. J-Man goes for both.
Oh!
No, he's got the job done. He's got it. They're going side by side. What a move from J-Man. Sent that back.
Jeez, J-Man.
Can Fish Lips Red Lobster? That's going to be the question now. And is J-Man going to come under pressure from China? Oh, there's a little bit of a move.
Oh, touch.
Oh, China's got miles wide. Fish Lips is staying in behind. And we've got J-Man and China still going at it. J-Man in P1. This will be the overtake of the century if he pulls this off. But he's going to come under extreme pressure because the problem is, and I'll tell you something, Fish Lips is the one to watch out for here because they have got no ERS in front. 27, 32, 56, 90. This is...
SJ, red light for fuel for J-Man. 37% red light fuel.
All 4 of them.
Is he going to last it along?
Oh my god, look how close they are. Look how close they are. Oh, Fish Lips is getting his mistake. We get taken by Sick Party here, and it's going to go to the line here. Here we go. We've got Datura, and we've got China going side by side. J-Man's going to win it, but is Datura going to take it? J-Man takes it. Fish Lips.
Oh, J-Man takes it.
Oh, nice little move there. And what's going on here? Because we've got
Jesus.
And David, where has David come from? David is going to take P7.
P7.
When he was 13.
Great race.
He was 13.
Great race.
Phenomenal race from David. What a finish. What a finish.
Awesome job. Awesome job. Faded gets the last point. So we got J-Man with that move of the season by far. In P1, China P2, Fish P3, Sick Party P4, Iraq Lobster with that penalty in P5, Seafalls P6, David P7, and Faded Menace collecting the P8 and that last point in this sprint. What an exciting race. I can't wait to see what's going to wait for us in the feature, SJ.
Yeah, definitely. The top 5, Haas, Kick, McLaren, Williams, and Aston, all the different constructor as well. And like I've said so many times, Datura makes those mistakes right at the end, gets those penalties, and that is what hurts him in his races. That is really what hurts him. He keeps it clean, he's won the race. And unfortunately, he's dropped down to 5th, and if you have a late safety car like that in the feature, it could hurt him really, really bad. So, Yeah, going to be really interesting going forward. I think the main thing we want to see, because the gap from Seafoals to Iraq Lobster was just ridiculous. So these guys are going to have to real work together. Seafoals was 12 seconds from the leader in P6, which is insane. But yeah.
Paulie left the session. I'll try and invite him as soon as we go into the main thing.
Okay, well, there we go. I can quickly invite him very, very quickly without not losing anything. So,
Yeah, if you want. Yep. Yep, sure.
where is he? There we go.
Room said I have a bad start. 2-0 water finish. Yes, Matt. Very good finish. I can't believe J-Man pulled that out of the bag. I mean, doing that into turn 1 and then still staying in front after that second DRS, that was amazing. He must have actually planned this to the T, and he executed it to perfection. Well done. That was for me, that was a move of the season. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it.
Yep. Clip it,
2
J-Man.
spots in one corner, pretty much.
TikTok.
Yep. TikTok, here we come.
Yeah, TikTok moment. Right.
Did we give a invite to Paul and Hal?
Yep, I've sent him one. Just having a bit of a drink because that was pretty epic for a sprint round. Yeah, that was
that was crazy.
That was
crazy 12 laps, eh? It was happening all over the shop.
It was, especially in that midfield pack. 6th, 7th, 8th. I thought Milano was up for a really, really good, finishing position, but then the tyres just stepped out a little bit of him. So yeah. All right. Well, we're going to put a prediction in because we didn't do anything for the sprint. Guys, I need 5 drivers. All of you guys tuning in, who you think is going to take pole. So let me know. And Marzi, who will take pole? I'll ask you your first driver.
I'm going to go with Fish.
All right. I'm going to go with Sick Putty. And who else is everyone else going for? We need 4 more drivers. 4 more drivers, ladies and gentlemen. So if you've got an idea, yep, he's already been taken. Go with another middle. Go with another driver. We've got Ranieri actually starting on the mediums. It looks like it. And Idball and J-Man Diego. Now, this is the big thing, right? J-Man Diego and Idball have quali bands. So they're starting on the back. So this is going to be really, really tough. All right, we're going for Iraq. Okay. Yep.
Oh, J-Man got a quali band.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Both got quali bands.
Okay.
Idball and J-Man. Yep, and 2 more.
Yeah, that's why it's gone on Inters.
Yep. 2 more, guys. Come on, get your votes in. There's 30 of you in the chat. Let's get engaged. I'm even asked my wife, who do you think is going to take pole position? Any one of those names. You can't pick Fish Lip, Sick Buddy, or Rack. She doesn't have her glasses on. That's a normal comment from a woman, eh? God, I don't have my glasses.
Hey, I shouldn't be laughing because I had my glasses on.
Which one? I don't know. You don't know any of them. Well, that's really a good start. Pick a one at random.
China.
Who? Oh, she's going to go for Woofer. There you go. Right.
Woofer. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more, guys. One more. Now we've got him. Panic. Someone else, mate. Someone else. And then I'm going to jump on board and out that. Someone. Do 15 minutes in. Come on, guys. One more. And then we'll have the other. And then we'll have another. 28. Oh, getting you guys to engage is like getting blood out of a stone, man. Seriously. All right. Anyway, if we do get that...
How many people we got in there? 28, yeah.
28.
Come on, guys. One more name.
White Wolf. There you
go, White Wolf.
That was all we needed. All right. And then we've got other. Okay. All right. So...
As you got Fish just finishing his lap at the moment. We got Mad Poo going pole with 108.4. White Wolf 108.5. Fish Lips goes 107.8 at the moment, the fastest guy on the track.
Okay.
And I should have put some points on that, shouldn't I, SJ?
Yeah, that's sometimes a good thing to do. I can't put any points because I own the Twitch. But no, really good start there.
I'm gonna put my points in there, mate. See what happens.
We've got a Mercedes up there in P5. Ranieri didn't have the best of sprint rounds, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. I don't know what is going on there. Breaking brake boards there. That might be investigated.
They're just moved out the way. It was just moving out the way.
Okay. All right. We'll see what happens there. He's invalidated or not.
Who we got on a lap?
Where's he going?
Oh, he's just...
He's doing a bit of off-roading.
I'm not sure if this...
He's doing a bit of lawnmower, mate. But okay, all right, let's jump on. Who do we jump on board with? We might have to wait until jump on board with someone for an outlap. Again, because we've missed everyone, because everyone is on an outlap, I think. Yeah, so we've got to come around the corner.
Oh, Ninja goes third. Nice time, Ninja.
We've got Mablet.
This guy reminds me of somebody. It might be funny to some of you, but this guy reminds me of somebody. One of those Williams drivers. Help me with the name, SJ. The one that couldn't figure out the ERS management. What's his name again? Come on, he was in
Latifi?
Williams for Dido. Sorry?
Latifi?
No.
Oh, you mean a real?
No,
job?
Division. No. As in rush driver for Williams. Early in the season, he was driving for Div 5. Butterfly.
Yeah,
Butterfly.
That's it.
Yeah, Ninjago reminds me a bit of with the same driving style, ERS management and all the rest. Pardon me.
No ERS man. He's actually disappeared at the face of the earth. Yeah. I've not seen him back. He's I don't know if he's on holiday or what's gone on.
I believe the kid had nice pace, but if only somebody could explain how this ERS management works, I reckon he would have been battling with his guys up the top, no doubt, because he had an awesome pace. And Dido recognised that it's only the language barrier that stopped us from doing our best. And Dido knows what I'm talking about at the moment. But Ninjago reminds me with his driving style like Butterfly.
I think we need to recruit an Italian translator. Because honestly, I agree with you. He had serious pace.
Oh yeah.
He did not run his ERS. He was on none or on 0% of ERS trying to make overtakes down a main straight. It was just insane. And he got caught up quite a lot on it. So, all right. Well, we're going to jump on board with Wreck Lobster for a flying lap. He's down there in P3 to P12 at the moment. Did have a good sprint race. Did unfortunately get that 3-second time penalty. That will be a bit of a worry for him because he doesn't want to be getting them early. You do not want pens here. Trust me, I know from experience. A 3, you can get away with it if you don't get a safety car. Then when you get a 6, you're in a bit of trouble. So here we go. On board with he's coming into the pits. So no lap from Iraq Lobster at all. So all right, we've got
we got Mad Poo just finishing. Oh, he's gone pits again. I thought he was finishing his lap.
We've got Ranieri, Filthy Orange, Paulie, or China.
We got Woofer. Is he finishing? No, yeah, he's done. He's gone.
We'll jump on board with.
Is Milan on a lap or not?
We'll jump on board with Ranieri. We'll jump on board with Ranieri in the Mercedes.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Coming up to the last couple of corners. And like I said, didn't go to plan for Mercedes in the sprint. So let's see how they go in features. Sitting in P10, P11, good positions at the moment. So here we go. Burning a lot of ERS way too early down the main straight. We've got 25%, and we've not even got to the last couple of corners. So ERS management's going to be key here. Burning way too much. Coming into turn number 2, getting onto the DRS now. Burning way too much ERS. You need to be saving that. Nah, you've got no ERS, mate. Very interesting here, but it is a learning curve. It is all about learning, and that is what it's all about. But let's see what he can do. But the ERS here, Muzzy, is going to kill this car. He's got hardly anything, and he needs to be able to harvest it, and then he needs that ERS for that last sector down that main straight.
If he keeps it in hard lap, mate, he isn't going to harvest anything, but let's see what he does. Maybe that's a new way of using the DRS system, burn everything up to the first corner and see what happens. I imagine he's not getting engineered by Mercedes at the moment because they would never allow this. But yeah, let's see what he does. Ranieri comes to the last corner of the ridge. 5%, 3%, burning it all down. And Is he going to shift into 8th? Maybe not. He goes P10, 9.4.
Yeah.
Maybe these are old tyres. Maybe he's just getting a feel for the track. I don't know what the deal is there, but let's see what China's going to do. He's finishing, I think.
I'm going to go jump on board with
Sick Party's an art lap starting.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll stop on him, and I'll let you take it away. Over to you.
Yep. Well, here we go. Hot lap on, DRS on, first turn coming up. Very nice. Coming out that turn, lines from Sick Party. He uses a bit of ERS through here. As soon as he turns that DRS on, I guess he's going to switch it off. Yeah, about 50%. He's got a bit of traffic in front of him. Let's see if they move out the way. But for now, he's got the first sector sorted out. It's a purple one. Here we go. Nice move from that Haas, moving out the way. Sick Party come turn 5. Yep, flat out in 6th gear. Ooh, bit of a wobble there. Well, let's see. This second sector is a bit of a nightmare in Brazil here. Some people got it easy. Some people are struggling with it. But so far, Sick Party is keeping all the clean lines. Very nice through there. Very tight, not over the curbs excessively. Here we go. This turn is the killer here. We got the second sector in purple as well. It's got 40% ERS all the way through the finish line. Let's see what Sick Party is he going to improve on his time at the moment. So he's burning, coming across the line in P1, 1.7.7. Nice. Sick Party got this track figured out easily. I think he's got this track figured out. That's a very good time. He's not far away from Fish though. Fish is in P2 with a 10th off. But 7 minutes on the clock. Let's see what the other bloke's going to do. Arak Lobster just made it into P3 there with a 8 flat. That was a nice lap. We got a bit of a... Oh, somebody's moving out the way. That's okay. Who else we got on the lap, SJ?
I'm just looking at the moment. We've got White Wolf coming around the corner. But he is going to be coming into
I think he's going Pids.
We've got the Haas of Seafiles. He looks like... Gets the back end, loses the back end out there. I don't know if this is... Remember, look here, he's burning the hot lap. So I don't know if it's actually a lap or not. I'm just trying to look. Could be using low fuel and trying to get around as much as he can, but he's actually... this could be a lap. This could be a lap from Seafiles. We're in P7 at the moment. 10th between him and Ninja Goo.
He's a 10th down on this lap. I think it's Pids for him.
Here it is. Yep. What about Mablet? Mablet's about to start, I think. No, he's not. He's coming into the pits.
No, pits again. Okay. What about Paul and Hell? What's Paul and Hell doing? Invalidated.
Frooms is... He's coming into the pits.
Pits. Nobody wants to... He's got a bit of a wing damage.
It's a fate. Oh, no. Okay. Everyone's in. 5 minutes to go. That's it. Paul and Hell. Looks like we're going to see...
we've got Druzilla on the lap.
Okay, here we go.
Yep. Here we go. Starts that chicane with the turn 1, 2, and 3. Doesn't burn down this DRS straight. Goes through turn 4. I want to change my camera. I want to see how he takes his lines. Yeah, but this is all flat out. I don't know if he's on old tyres or not, if he's pushing or not. But nice lines through here. Very hard braking into second gear. Hugs the left-hander there. Nicely done. Comes out. This is a tricky one. Early braking here. Yeah, not bad line. I think... let's see what he does in second sector. I'll see if he's going to go back in pits or he's going to finish his lap. Yeah, he's 2.5 tenths up. That's a nice line through there. He's got 60% ERS to burn up to the finish line. Let's see what time he makes. Where is he now? He's P16 with 9.4. I imagine this will be a nice improvement. Yeah, he goes 9.2. P15 just jumped Ranieri, who's just on an outlet.
Well, we can see at the moment there is a bit of a difference from the top to the bottom. We can see the top two are 107s, so it looks like it's going to be a good night for them. and then everyone else is all the way down from P3 down to P10 in the 8s, and then P11 all the way down to P17 in the 9s. So we've got Milano, Vrooms, and Ranieri. Ranieri about to start. So let's have a look. Hot lap again. The ERS management is not on point. He needs to be saving it. So if you are listening, Ranieri, put it into medium, and then use hot lap on the main straight in sector 3 if you are listening, and see how you go with that. But end of the day, Marzi, it's about learning, isn't it? These are new drivers. They've not driven with us. Ranieri's a new driver. He's getting to grips with it, and big pat on the back for giving it a go. You know, it is completely different to the reserve program, as you've seen and you've raced in the league races before. This is a different kettle of fish, isn't it? When you get onto the track with these guys.
Yeah, definitely. This is a good chance for him. This Division 6 was meant to be sort of a stepping stone or a development stage in Rush where you really stick with your team, and if you're fortunate enough to get a seat, you will learn the engineering part, learn how to drive, learn how to be patient, racecraft, and all the rest of it that comes with sim racing. And eventually you will either make it or you make it. But from what I'm seeing, mate, it has been a massive improvement, absolutely, from everybody in Division 6. And I think we, as a Rush admin part, will have a massive task of putting these guys into proper divisions where they belong for the next game, which is a massive undertaking, because we don't know how the new game is going to behave, what's the software going to be like, what's the handling going to be like, and all the rest of it. But all in all, I can just tell you that I cannot wait to... why did Milano retire from on track? Yeah, but like I said, I cannot wait to delete this game, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, Milano retired on track. I don't know what happened. Did he leave the session, or what's the go? I don't know why he did that, but I was actually on board with him. So yeah, definitely retirement on track.
Okay, well, we'll link it down just to see what happens. Silly. If that is a glitch or he's gone, or let us know what's happened there, because if not, mate, that... I don't know if that... Yeah, it's a big pen coming. Oh, he's left a session again. Wow. Connections with Milano is just shocking. Anyway, so we've got to move on. Yeah, that's fine, Panic, but in the pits.
Yeah.
He could have gone into the pits. He was there. Okay, all good. All right, well, it's thrown us off a little bit. I'll have to try and get him another invite and see what's going on. His controller has died. So unless he's got another one, he's going to be struggling. His controller doesn't work, can't turn the car. So is he out of the race completely? Just let us know. Just keep us informed. All right. Well, at the moment we've got a few guys coming round, and these guys are on the last laps at the moment. And Fish Lips is coming around for his last lap. He's up on his time. Is he going to take pole position from Sick Party? Yes, he does for the time being, a 107.748. Who else is coming around? It looks like Sick Party. Well, Sick Party. Oh, 107.5. Pips, Pips, for pole position. We've got the next driver coming round, White Wolf. What's White Wolf going to do? Doesn't look like he could be starting a lap. Yes, he is starting a lap. And we've also got, looks like it is a Mercedes of Mablet, who's 3.5 tenths up, crossing the line. Where's that put him? He stays P14. Does anyone else move? Faded Menace up in a P6. We've got the two Ferraris coming around at the moment. Mad Poo in that P7 position. He's 2.5 tenths up. 2 seconds up, on his time. And he's going into the pits. He's gone into the pits. Why has he gone into the pits?
Iraq Lobster's coming around.
Unless that was a glitch. Unless that was a major glitch. And Iraq is coming around. What's Iraq going to do? He's a 10th up. Is it enough? No, it's not. P3. Let's have a look. We've got more guys
Wow.
coming around. I'm trying to work out who that is. That is Drusilla. China up into P5. Seafoals up into P4. Filthy Orange gonna cross the line. Goes P14. Stays P14. People are moving left, right, and centre at the moment. Is anyone going to be able to take? Is White Wolf going to be able to take Sick Party? No, he doesn't. That is it. Done and dusted. Sick Party takes pole position. Fish Lips P2 and a Rock Lobster in P3. So no one voted for Sick Party. Wow. There you go. Sick
Well,
Party.
big round of applause for Sick Party, mate. Well done. Great time. This is definitely it shouldn't be a Div 6 time, but it happens. These guys are still learning, but a great time from the top four guys. Awesome time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out what the go is with Milano there, because a little bit of technical difficulties there. I just want to see if he can race or not. It doesn't need an invite. Okay, I do need him to retire the car, though, Panic. So if he can retire the car, that would be great. Yeah. Unfortunate for McLaren, losing one car already into the feature. Didn't score any points in the sprint either, but there you go. Sick Party taking pole position. Fish Lips in P2. Iraq Lobster in P3. Left VC, but yeah, but he can't just leave. I need him to retire the car. Hang on, you need to retire the car because that's not fair. Because if his AI gets in the way, it could be absolutely catastrophic. So yeah, that's fine.
Oh, actually, we got Seafoals leaving the session as well.
Seafoals
I'll
is
try
left.
and find him.
Seafoals is left as well, has he?
Yeah. I don't know if I have him on.
Well, that's two.
Yeah, I got him. That's an invite.
Okay, an invite. Okay, cool. Well, if Milano, I'm going to send Milano an invite so he can retire the car, so it doesn't get in the way of everyone else and wreck their race. There you go, Milano. So if you can join, mate, and just retire the car when we get going, preferably when it's clear, would be great. I retired and got out. Didn't want one of our racers need to retire the car when your feature race starts. I have sent you the invite. Okay, I'm communicating with a driver in the comms box. There we go. So, unfortunate there for Milano. Hopefully he can jump in, retire the car, and yeah. I know, Panic, not your fault, mate. All right, Marzi, I'll let you take this one away.
Here we go. 5 lights, and away we go. Sick Party still taking a nice start. Fish Lips, bit of a argy-bargy between the Haas, Seafalls and Mudpoo, but they go through. Oh, Fish Lips and Sick Party had a bit of a touch, but no harm done. Still, the race goes on. Sick Party taking their lead there. There's a bit of a yellow flag at the back. There's a Mercedes of Mablet. Massive crash. Drusilla had a... Yeah, and that's our virtual safety. I think it was Drusilla, to be honest. Yeah, Drusilla's out already. I don't know who with, though. Could have been Milano's car. Don't tell me it is, please.
Yeah.
Milano doesn't have damage. What about...
Mablet. I'm looking on board at the moment.
No, he was way back. It's that Alpine of Vrooms.
Is it?
Vrooms is the only guy that has damage. Have a look at his car. He's missing the right-hand plate. Could have been him. I'm not sure. I'm not saying it is. But, yeah, Sick Party on the virtual safety car is already almost out of DRS. But hopefully the guys will catch him up and we'll have a proper race. We do have a full-on safety car because I can see the safety car out on the track. It is not a virtual, as it's showing us. And we got somebody, as in a Rock Lobster is in the pits. We got China in the pits. Just wondering if they have any damage, SJ, because that's gonna...
Yeah, front wing.
Yeah.
And Front wings. 2 front wings. 2 key drivers losing front wings. Major going in this race as well. Well, I'm going to send one more invite to Milano again because I need him to retire the car, so hopefully he does. But what a bad accident that was from Drusilla. Unfortunate there. Right, well, there you go, Milano.
That was crazy. Oh, Sparty, 10
no!
seconds for ignoring the yellow flag. Why? Why is this game doing this to us, man? He's trying to catch up to the safety car. What yellow flags are you talking about? This game will never stop to amaze me, I guess.
Great move.
Just as I thought I've seen everything, they always come up with something else. Unbelievable.
Well, it's great news for Fish Lips and Faded and Madpoo and the rest of the guys, but yeah, I can't believe
it's a heartbreak for poor Sick Party, man. Like, the guy got a pole, awesome time there, and then you get a yellow flag infringement. Milano's in. I'm hoping he'll retire his car now, mate. Just take it to the pits, bro, and retire. But, Jesus, I hate to see this, man.
Just press start and retire. You're fine. You're not going to cause any drama. Now we'll just move over to the side.
Yeah.
Just, J-Man,
just
if
retire
you're
it.
tuning in,
Don't have to go to pits.
J-Man, if you're listening in, that McLaren is going to retire in front of you. All right? So I'm giving you heads up now because it will slow down and it'll move over to the left. I'm just going to jump on board.
You know what? I just hope he doesn't get 10 seconds for yellow flag infringement, J-Man.
It was an overtake issue, apparently, not a issue. I think he went past the safety car, maybe. There you go, Milano's gone. See, I warned you, Jerry, man. I gave you the warning. I'm just watching everyone else. Go past him, he's retiring. Go past him, he's retiring. Go past him, he's retiring. Tutorial, mate, you are going to get yourself in serious trouble if you do not overtake that car. He has retired. There we go. Whew.
Yeah.
Right.
Well done, boys.
Thank you very much.
That's the way. Whew. Thank you, Milano. Bad luck, brother.
Unfortunate.
Game issue. 100% game issue, Panic.
Remember,
this ain't nothing to do with... yeah. Can't wait to actually crack the...
Can you not take control, C-Foles?
Ticket.
What? I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. Oh, can you invite C-Foles, please? I'll try and invite him. Hold on.
I think...
can you just not take
control about it, Fish Lips?
I'm just trying to find out what's going on in the chat. Good to see everyone talking in the chat, normally. Normally it's been a bit quiet. I can't see if I can find him.
I haven't got an invite. I gave you an invite, C-Foles. Sorry, bro. I think... I don't know if I can say it on the stream, but Lamb has been a bit of a smart aleck.
Yeah, he's I don't know anything what happened with with Fish Lips as well, but I haven't investigated it because I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it will be reported. Lamb, I'm sure it will be reported.
Guess what, Shay? The race is back on.
Okay, all good. There we go. We've got Sick Party out in front. We sent you an invite, C-Foles. If you can't take control, let us know in the chat. And if you still can't take control, then just move off to the side or go into the pitch and just retire the car so you're not in the way of everyone else. But here we go. Sick Party out in front with that 10 second, which is pending at the moment from... Obviously, what Lamb is telling us, that is his brother. So, obviously, he does know what's going on. So, we'll have to wait and see what happens. We've got Faded Menace in P3. Williams, fantastic tonight. And why would you get kicked, mate? Seriously. Relax. You're not going to get kicked. I don't know what happened. I just thought maybe that he may have overtaken or gone past the safety car to get the 10 seconds. So, we'll find out. I'm sure we'll find out in the steward's room, and I'm sure I'll put the report in. All right, we've got Fish Lips down there in P2, who's 1.1 behind Sick Party and the DRS at the moment. He needs to get into that DRS. Do not want to be sitting duck at the moment. Faded Menace 8.5 tenths. Madpoo, but have people gone to sleep on this restart? Because there's some big gaps. Madpoo's nearly 2 seconds behind Faded.
Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely, I believe so. So far, the biggest winner is Vrooms and David. Look at David in P6, mate. Awesome job. But yeah, our stars of Div 6, like China, Reich Lobster, are still stuck in P16, P17 for now. They got some ground to make up. J-Man is slowly making it up.
Oh, Ninja
He
Go!
just got
Ninja
past ball in.
Go!
Oh!
Oh,
No!
Ninja Go and Madpoo. I was on board that. Oh, Seafolds is out.
Whoa!
Seafolds is retired.
Seafalls.
So could he
Yeah,
not?
he
He
must
couldn't take
have.
control. We've lost 3 cars already. I cannot believe it.
Oh, look at the back. 10-second. Oh,
Oh,
no.
what is going on?
Iraq 10-second. With his teammate. No, no less. Collision with his teammate. Oh, jeez. Okay. It's going from bad to worse from Iraq.
Could you not take control, Seafolds? Just let us know if you could not take control. Absolute drama going on in this race. No, okay, you will get a point in the race. Anyway, yeah, that's unfortunate. It's a bloody game.
Yeah, he couldn't
So,
take control.
Ninja go into the pits. Big incident there with obviously Madpoo, who might have a bit of damage after that, which is really going to hurt his race. No, it doesn't have any damage. May have intent.
Actually, it does not. No.
No, but this is
And you got David on that second DRS.
this is Williams and McLaren and Williams tonight, isn't it? Really, unless there's a safety car. Look at the gap already; it's 3.1, and
Yeah.
it's going to be very
Yep.
very hard to pull that back. It's going to have to be David and Madpoo now going to have to work together to get faded, and faded. Well, he's just going to have to keep trying pushing as much as he can. Fiships is in the DRS of Sick Party, so he's got the pace. So this is going to be interesting, and obviously the bad thing here is Sick Party's going to have to serve that 10. So even though it's going to get reported or whatever, he's going to
Yeah.
serve it. So it's
Yep.
not going to mean anything, unfortunately. So I reckon these guys are just going to work together. Or does Sick Party try and hold Fish Lips up and bring Faded into the battle, Marzi?
I don't think so, man. He wants to prove himself again, like he did well last night in Div 5, and he wants to win this race 100%. I'm not sure if he's thinking about Faded being in there, or does he hold Fish up. It's very risky. If they end up losing that DRS, it's trouble, as we can see Faded still losing a bit of time to the front two. David and Madpoo, it's a tall ask to make up 3 seconds already there, lost, and I can see Faded without that DRS struggling already. But Sick Party and Fisher are just taken off, mate, and they're not looking back. I highly doubt that they're gonna slow down for anything except the safety car. Here we go, another Ferrari's around, which is Madpoo. Oh, Jesus, what a nice rejoin. Oh, that was so close. Here we go. Ranieri comes around. Oh, that's not. That's a Ruck Lobster making move on.
He's making
Madpoo.
He is making moves on those hard.
What about China?
Yeah, behind him.
Yeah.
Just behind him. They're working together at the moment, those two. They're on, obviously, pretty fresh hards. But they are battling.
And look at J-Man, mate.
Yeah, J-Man's doing pretty well.
12 spots.
But he
12
is
spots
5
up
seconds
already in
behind
P8.
the orange on lap 8.
Yeah. He can't afford to battle the guys behind. Ranieri and runs off the track. Brooms. Ranieri, that was a bit naughty. But Iraq Lobster uses that to his advantage and goes through. So
Someone's gone again. It's drama. Madpoo's out. Paul and Hell's gone straight in to the front of Madpoo. Madpoo's tried to turn it round. There's another incident there. Oh, lap 8, Madpoo and Paul and Hell, and that brings out another. I think that brings out a safety car, and that will be music to the ears of China and Iraq Lobster.
Faded and David.
Yeah. Bit early though, isn't it? Very
the front
early.
two pit.
Very early.
Front two pit. I think they. It is early, but I think they can last to the end, and they're probably counting on another safety car. But I want to talk about the Ferrari of Madpoo. With the earlier spin, his tires will be overheating, so he couldn't keep the car on the road, and it's just unfortunate that Paul had probably go, and and it is race there. That's the racecraft and the experience we need these Div 6 drivers to get, and eventually they will. But for now, this is what we have to look at. And so far, we got 4 drivers out. Two of them for connection issues, and 2 for just unfortunate incidents that could have been easily avoided. But it is what it is. We continue on. I also see Ida Ball going back into the pits onto hard tyres, if I'm not wrong. Yep, fresh hards for Ida Ball. Iraq Clubstar already in the pits, fresh hards. So everybody pitted except Vroms, who at the moment is P1. And China is in P2 on 7-lap hards. This is interesting. So also the Mercedes of Mablet is up there in P4 on 8-lap hards. He must have started on him. And also China, but China's already been into pits, hasn't he?
Yeah.
On the first lap. Yeah, he changed the wing together with Iraq.
Yeah. And Iraq Lobster has gone on to another set of hards. So, interesting. He obviously has gone for a different strategy. It's not a softer, he's gone for the harder strategy, which means he has 2 sets of hards. Interesting strat there.
I just don't know how did Sick Party lose so many spots, mate. China going past,
Faded
but
Menace
how did
was
he lose a
P3.
spot to Fish?
Well, Faded Menace was P3, and they obviously may have double stacked. So, and I think that's the reasons why. And Fish Tips was, that is confusing actually. I'm just looking at that now.
That is confusing because Faded was behind him already.
Had to serve the 10. That's it. You had to serve the 10-second penalty.
Oh no! Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely.
Well, it's good to see a bit of a smorgasbord up the front. We got Alpine, Kick, McLaren, Mercedes, Williams, Red Bull, Visa Cash App, Ferrari. Nice to see David up there. That experience is bringing the positions up, so that's a good drive from him. He got to drive off the sprint, which is good. Mablet is doing well. I don't know how long is he going to go on those hards, but so far so good. Vrooms hasn't been in pits. He's got 3 seconds. Obviously, he's going to be struggling and on those mediums. The safety car is in. He slows down to get the pace going. All the guys line up. Oh no! Somebody lost the wing because of extreme braking at the front. People are next to each other. It's just a mess at the moment at the back. But it looks like Vrooms is gonna take off now, and he's burning, and he's off. China in high-speed shoot hasn't fallen asleep. Neither is Fishlip. The only guy that fell asleep was Woofer. He's already out of the RS at the moment. Okay, Sick Party goes on attack mode. Oh, that is so close there with the Alpine.
Oh, Madpoo gets the 3 seconds.
Madpoo. Yeah, that's gonna, like you said, that's gonna start to hurt him. Why does Sick Party have wing damage again?
I think he's gone straight into the back of one of the cars on the safety car restart there. So, interesting.
No.
Yeah, and China's going to want to get
from the worst luck for Sick Party tonight, mate. I think he'd want to, whatever happens here, I think he'd want to forget this Div 6 Brazil.
Yeah, I think some of these drivers.
But he's
a little bit of a situation there. I don't know. I didn't see it. So we'll have to wait and see what China says. Someone goes off there. Sick Party's actually gone off the track. No, Mablet's gone off the track there into P5. Stopped on the last corner. Okay. If China's got it. Oh, look at it. We got a bit of drama here. Oh, Vrooms is getting very, very close to these guys. Give him some room. Oh, Vrooms has gone into the side of China. He's all over the place on those mediums. And Fish Tips needs to be very careful. He doesn't get involved in that. And he's lost the front right plate. and that definitely is going to be noted. Here we go. We've got Sick Paddy. It's all going off on the safety car restart here. We've got Vrooms and Sick Paddy going side by side. Vrooms has gone
Here we
off.
go.
A little bit of drama there. Vrooms has lost both sides of the front plate now with connection to Fishlip's there. And he's got to be very careful he doesn't take it into David and take him out. So Vrooms has gone way off track, and he has to, just be careful now. Coming back onto track and not taking out Faded. Wow. Re-entry, mate. Re-entry. You need to learn how to re-enter a track when you've got damage, man. That's very, very dangerous. Oh, Fishlips is round! He's spun it right in the middle. He's moved out of the way. He's probably damaged his diffuser by reversing. Oh, there's a Mercedes round as well. It's all kicking off here. Ranieri's gone round, and Fishlips has gone round. That's absolute carnage going on there. China now into P1, Sick Bunny into P2, and David again.
Fish again.
P3, and Fish has gone round again. Absolute drama going on in this race. David now into P4, White Wolf into P3, Sick Bunny into P2, China into P1. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Vrooms then gets a 10 seconds, and I reckon he will retire. I think he will call it from there. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, China out and the lead at the moment. A little bit of drama going on here. We've got everyone coming round. Has Fishlips got damage? All those tyres don't seem to be good at the moment. J-Man into the pits with a bit of damage as well. Still a long way to go in this race. Anything can happen, and we can have another safety car, and it could change the whole dynamics up again, because we know these guys have got the pace. But at the moment, Sick Party in that P2, China in P1.
Fish, come on.
And he's gone. Has he gone round again? Yeah, he's got diffuser damage.
He almost spun it again.
He's got diffuser damage. Reversing into the back, diffuser damage. He's going to
rear wing. See you later.
Yeah, if he can try and do something, then it's going to be tough there for the McLaren driver. Fishlips, push up your brake bias a little bit, mate. You're going to have to push up higher and just try and see if you can finish the race for the points. I know it's only 2 points, mate, but do what you can. Very, very unfortunate. Been a very unfortunate night tonight, hasn't it, for a few of these guys? As we've got Faded going off track, coming back. Oh,
Faded!
Wow, there's so much going on in this race. So much going on.
Yeah.
And I
just don't know where to look anymore.
I have no idea who's going to win it. Still, because now you look at the top and you look at China and Sick Party. They are in the DRS of each other. Ninja Goo is in the DRS of White Wolf. White Wolf has got a bit of a gap to Sick Party, but 5 completely different drivers that are not normally up the top, apart from Sick Party and David, who have scored podiums consecutively in the last few weeks.
Yeah, Vrooms gets another 3 seconds there. China and Sick Party are slowly moving away from the rest of the pack. Fish is a fish again. But White Wolf, Ninja, and David is the second pack behind the top 2, and I imagine Ninja Goo will try and work. I stress the word work with White Wolf to make up this time. It is not much at the moment. 1.7. They should close up to the top, hopefully, and then we have a 5 or 6 car. It's yellow flag again. The kick. Everything's happening so much, but Wolfer there in P6 is doing real good, Asjo, so far. He's a bit low on ERS, but he's leading a huge pack with him as well. Faded Menace is dropped out of ERS, but Iraq Lobster's right behind him, and so far it's been a great battle. Lobster keeps losing the back for some reason in that sector too, whether he doesn't have the right setup on or lower the wings.
He's got a damaged diffuser after that spin, and then he had to reverse, got out of the way, reversed into the wall, and that's damaged that back. Yeah, he's in trouble.
We're talking about Fish, yeah?
Yeah.
If
he can try and hold on to Vrooms and do as much as he can, and then he may be able to survive this race. If not, then it could be a retirement here, because it's going to be extremely painful. He's got 20 laps, and yeah. I think he's going to get lapped soon
Oh,
as well. So, yeah, not the night, unfortunately, for a lot of guys.
yeah.
Obviously, Milano with the
Yeah.
connection, Drusilla with the incident, Seafolds, Paul and Howell. Drusilla has left the session. Who's
Sick
just
Party
gone?
has got. Oh yeah, Drizzle left. Sick Party has got bad luck tonight as well with the 10 seconds and whatnot. But so far so good for him. He's keeping up with China, even
Drama.
with that bit of
Can't believe it.
end plate missing.
Well,
There you go.
Vrooms has gone off. So Fish Lips has got an opportunity of getting a point. I know it's
Fish.
something. But China and Sick Party, they're in control of this race at the moment. Ninja Goo in that P3 is actually overtaken White Wolf there. And then they're bringing in David as well, and Vroom's getting another penalty as well. And he's all over the place. He is driving all over the place, on the left, on the right. Interesting. And he's got full wings as well.
Oh! Yeah. You never know. He might have side pod damage or something like that. No, you do not attack there. Just stick it out and wait for DRS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vroom's reset to track as well. Yeah, Fish will just then past. Okay, there's a reset to track as well for Vroom, so I didn't say that. All right, there's a lot has gone on tonight. I'm really trying to keep up. Do apologise. I have no on board, unfortunately, tonight, so I'm trying to keep up with this, commentate, and do the on board. But this top 5 though, looking pretty good. David, White Wolf, Ninja, Sick Party, China, good points for these guys, and I think it's just not the night, is it, for 2 teams tonight? And J-Man all the way down there in 14th. Massive opportunity to capitalise, and he's miles back. He is
struggling.
36 seconds behind the leader. So interesting night for some of these guys.
Didn't he have the quali? Oh, Fish Lips is off.
Yeah, he's
Fish Lips is
off.
Did he have a?
Oh, he's lost it. He's lost.
He
it
had
to
a
the
contact with Rums. No, he had contact with Rums, I believe. Because look at him, he retired on track as well. There you go, retired on track.
Oh, that's definitely
for Rums as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
caught that. Yeah, that's another safety car. Another chance for everybody. Fix their wings, slap some new tyres on, and see how we go. First one in pits is Ranieri in that Mercedes. Let's see what the front's going to do. I believe they're going to pit. They're all going to pit. They all have to pit. 18 laps to go. That's easily doable on mediums, I believe. They're going to suffer at the end, but still able to finish. But yeah, some of these guys.
3 seconds as well. Well, everyone's going to score points. Everyone is going to score points now.
Under safety. Yeah, true.
But yeah, we'll be definitely having another briefing for next week for Japan, unfortunately. As we say, we will keep having these briefings until we get it right. At the moment, it's been a bit disappointing. Some of the racing has been a bit AWOL, no patience, showing no space, putting the car into some areas that doesn't need to be going in. And we get it is Division 6, but these guys at the top, they could have been majorly affected as well by some of the decisions tonight, which is unfortunate. But 14 guys still on the grid, massive opportunity, big opportunity for the Williams. Both cars on the grid still. The Kicks, the Astons, the Mercedes, and also
Ferrari.
And Ferrari, yeah.
Ferrari got a massive opportunity. Look at his 6 and 7 there. Iraq Lobster is doing well. He made his way through. Now he's got the chance to push forward. He does have China, Sick Party, and Ninja in front of him, and David, of course. But we'll see what they come out after they pit. So far, nobody. Did they pit? No.
White
Wolf has. J-Man
faded and filthy orange.
Filthy and faded. I'm surprised at the front. Especially China being on 17 laps, I'm surprised that he hasn't pit because he hasn't made his stop yet.
Wow.
He did have one stop at lap 1, sorry.
16 laps on the mediums. That's a big stint.
Possible.
It is possible. It's doable. It is doable. So technically, it'll be about 15 because they won't be putting the tyres through too much. But China is going to do 18 laps on the hards. This is going to be an interesting race. I think these mediums are going to give these hards a bit of a go because look at Mabler. He's on 19. You've then got China on 18, Sick Party on 11. And the way this gone tonight, why not go? Just maybe risk it for the biscuit, and go on those mediums. I know they're in prime time position, but the way this race has gone, anything can happen.
Yeah, so we got Sick Party with a bit of damage. Ninja Goose clean. David's clean. Arak Lobster's clean. The two Ferraris are clean. Ida Boy's got a bit of damage, missing end plate. The rest of the cars are still clean. But just wondering what's the move with China. He pitted on lap 1 due to damage, so changed his wing. And he's gone 18 laps on these hards. When do you think he's going to make the move and pit? Because it's going to be real hard to let go of that P1.
Yeah, I think Sick Party's got him here. He's 7 lap fresher tyres, and this race is just going on and on and on, so those tyres are really going to start to hit off. But he's a good driver, China, so we'll have to wait and see. But no, David in a real good position here as well. 11 laps, if he's one of these drivers that keeps himself clean. He keeps himself clean, doesn't do anything silly.
Of course.
And goes for the move. And I reckon we could see a podium here from David again. I reckon we could, if he can keep the pace up. But he has got a wrecked lobster right behind him. So, as we do have the safety car restart gone. But these guys, they must fall asleep on the safety car restart. Because Sick Party is 8 tenths back from China. But does he have damage to that car? Yes, he does, that front left plate. So
yes, he does.
Party has got to really push on with damage. So, interesting to see. Mabler getting overtaken from White Wolf on those mediums, just letting him pass. He's too quick. J-Man on those mediums as well. He'll try and get the move done. Big opportunity here for some of these guys to still get into this race. Everyone is so close together now. Massive opportunity. Massive opportunity for J-Man, White Wolf, Eyeball, Filthy, Faded, and Ranieri on 11 laps. That's going to be tough. He'll be trying to try and stay with the DRS of Faded. And if he loses that, then that's not what he wants. He needs to be able to stay with it. But at the moment, everyone's staying with the DRS. We're on lap 21 out of 36, and China is leading this race as it looks like Ninja Goo is about to try and make the move on Sick Party. I think they've both got damage here, have they? Let's have a look at the front right. Nope. Ninja Goo is all good. Back to you, Marzi.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this battle now that the DRS is activated. Arak Lobster and David. What's Arak Lobster going to do? Is he going to try and overtake and push forward? Oh, White Wolf. And that's going to hurt him a lot. Being on fresh mediums, he really didn't need those. But he's making places slowly. Ada Boy's the next guy in front, but he's in a bit of a fight with the Ferraris in front of him. Also has a bit of a damage on his right hand end plate there. Ida Boy. Oh, that was late braking. He pins the Ferrari in front of him, talking about him.
What are you doing? Some of these re-entries. Lap 22.
Yep.
Lap 22. Faded. Bad re-entry.
Yeah, with filthy orange.
And there was another lap 22, and there was an incident, wasn't there, between the Ferrari of Woofer. Spun.
Yeah, Woofer and Ida Boy.
Going to be busy tonight. Feel free to join me in the comments box while I'm writing all these tickets out.
Sorry.
Wow.
I think my mic is giving me trouble again. Sorry, mate. I've been speaking, but yeah. Actually, Matt Poo has gone past Arak Lobster, and he lost that P5 spot. Now David is pulling closer to Sig Party, and Ninja Goo has gone past Sig Party and lost the DRS to China. China's pulling away on those 21 lap up hards, which is an amazing task, an amazing achievement for him. We should be proud of that. 21 laps is really long stint on those hards, but yeah, he's left Ninja Goo and Sig Party. And yeah, he's a bit of a world of himself. David's still sticking to that P4 spot, which is a good race so far from David. I always go for the experience rather than, you know. He's doing so good at the moment. Just sticking in DRS, not doing anything silly. Reserving his ERS at the moment. He's got 86%, which is crazy compared to Madpoo 30%. But yeah, he wants that podium, and so far I can see him getting it, because if China pits and he keeps that P4 for now, they'll become P3.
Oh,
All
he's
right,
done it
Lobster gets the
again.
3 seconds.
He's
Here we
done
go.
it again. He's done it again. I
Yeah.
think we need to keep an eye on J-Man. I know J-Man's on 11 laps. He's going to struggle. He is going to struggle because they can only do really
He's going to
16.
start struggling very soon.
He
Yep,
needs a safety
he's going to
car.
start struggling soon.
He will need a safety car for this to work. If not, he is going to have to pit,
He will
unfortunately,
pay for that.
because these guys will be
He
able
will
to go.
pay for that.
Are you enjoying saying Madpoo Muzzy? The two of the comment in the chat, love it.
Are you enjoying saying Madpoo Muzzy? No, I don't know whether to call him Matt Paul or Matt Poo or I don't even know how to.
Moves going on here.
Ninja
Go! Ninja Go! No! He's gone for a move there. Going for moves that don't need to be made. And he's going to cause himself an incident and an accident. He's got hardly any ERS. And while these two keep messing about and letting China run away with this,
Go.
like round the outside,
Of course.
don't make a move there. No. It's all about learning. And David is going,
oh, Jesus. No, here we go. Here we go.
We already know, don't we, what's going to happen. We're not
yeah, this is crazy.
guys. Patience.
This is a good race to watch.
It's been an absolute
It's a good race to watch, but they're fighting too much, man.
Yeah, fighting. They're way fighting.
It is.
Learning curve. Big learning.
And China actually took off.
Yeah, he's gone. He's 2.3. Those tyres will hurt, though. Those tyres are going to start hurting. And he needs to be careful he doesn't lose grip and put it into a wall, as we've seen this happen before. We've seen someone lead the race and absolutely, lose it completely. David going to make the move on Sick Party on the left-hand side with the damage to Sick Party's front left. Does he get the move done? Does he get the move done? No, he doesn't. Sick Party still has a lot more speed in that car. Ranieri's got a 3-second time penalty as well. He's down there in P13. Those guys are miles behind, as you can see. Filthy Orange and Ranieri, but they will score points.
All right, Klobster now on attack.
Yep, he's going to push as well. Everyone's going to start pushing. If they start pushing even more, Madpoo looks like he's going to push David. You can't go anywhere. It is literally a wall. You just need to follow.
Yep.
Use none. Save your ERS, and then try and pinpoint them off if they make a mistake. Watch those tyres. Because you've got here 17, 17, 17, 17, 20, 24. And White Wolf is on 7. And J-Man is 1.4 down the road on 13. He is going to join this pack. He is going to join this DRS train from P2 to P7 very, very shortly. And I wouldn't want to join this DRS train because, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Keep an eye on White Wolf. He'll be the one to watch out for. He's very, very fresh tyres.
Yeah, and he can go to the end of them. He can go to the end on those tyres. J-Man lost the DRS to Whitefall, but he's still sticking around. There's big gaps, like 1.6, 4.6, 2.4 between 7, 8, 9, 10. What worries me is China, man. I just don't know when China is gonna sort these. Now, can I ask you a question? Do you reckon it's possible for China to go to the end? Because he can. He started on mediums. Lap 1, he changed his tires and changed his wing, and he can finish this race on these hards if he can. Do you reckon he can?
Yeah, I reckon he can. I reckon he can.
That's going to be a massive undertake.
I did 16 on the mediums
6,
last night.
13,
Yeah, I reckon he can.
13,
Yeah.
30,
They'll be 34.
38. That's going to be a 38 lap olds when he finishes the race.
Yeah.
Whew, that's they're gonna be struggling at the end, and if they keep fighting everybody behind him, like now Ninja Goo is struggling a little bit on those 22 laps. David, if he wants to keep that P3 or get that P3, he needs to make a move soon on Ninja Goo and get past. There we got a lot.
No, Ibor and Woofer having a nice little battle there.
What was that?
There's a lot of damage front wings here. A lot of damage at this track. Which is really struggling, and penalties as well. So there your position changes. Panic. J-Man, fantastic night he's having. 12 places made, and is looking likely to be driver of the day if he doesn't get a penalty. So really, really good drive from him tonight. But who's going to get this podium? This is going to be the question at the moment, because it's all to fight for P2, P3 and P4, but Ninja Goo has actually lost it there. He's now 1.7 seconds, so they have lost the DRS, and he's going to come under extreme pressure. So these guys are fighting. Iraq Lobster is just going to use, I think he's just going to use Sick Party. They're going to work together. David does keep the position. Ninja Goo loses the back end. They're going to go side by side. Ooh, he goes on the corner there, gets the job done. Ninja Goo keeps the position. White Wolf doesn't know where to go. You've got the Ferrari on the right hand side. There's 3 wide. Ferrari comes in on the outside.
Oh my lord! Here we go.
Gets the job done. I'm gonna go side by side. Ninja Goo.
Ferrari's off.
Madpoo gets a hit there. He's going to drop right back into P8, and J-Man up into P7 now. J-Man 16 laps. Those tyres are going to be hurting. I don't know if J-Man can go to the end here. We're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen on these tyres. How good are J-Man's tyres? Because he is the one I'm worrying about at the moment in that P7 position.
I don't think so.
Mablet.
I think White Wolf can.
Yeah, no.
But not J-Man.
No,
he'll be struggling. He can finish. They won't pop, but he'll be so slow pace. It's unbelievable. But I feel sorry for David. Like Ninja Goo just won't let him overtake, and then everybody else gets involved, and poor David drops down back to P6. And now he's under attack from J-Man, and J-Man goes through. J-Man goes through. He's in P6 now.
He was travelling on that overtake.
Crazy.
I thought he was going to overcook it, but he's up in P6 now. He's flying, but does he have it in the tyres? Because at the moment he is going to finish in P4. I think P4. Yeah, P4.
Yes.
With the penalties. So if anything happens now, within a safety car now, what would you do? Would you go softs? 6 laps? If it happened?
6 laps. Well, you'd have to. You'd have to.
China still keeping.
You'd have to, and I think.
But they're gaining. They are gaining. They're working together. They're gaining on him.
They are gaining.
Not much. Not much.
Sick,
they are gaining.
Sick Party and Iraq can work together. I think they're a bunch of good drivers, and they can work together to get to China. Now, is China going to be able to hold them off? Not if they keep doing what they're doing at the moment, because they're still fighting each other, Sick Party and Iraq. It's a great drive by a Sick Party. Even with that wing damage, he's still keeping up. And Iraq goes a bit wide again there. But yeah, great drive from Sick Party so far.
White Wolf is in the wall! Oh, White Wolf is in the wall. He's had an incident with Ninja Goo, lap 31. Oh, lap 31, White Wolf. And Ninja Goo. Oh, wow. More drama again. It doesn't need to happen. Making overtakes. And
Ninja, no!
Oh, no!
No! Come
No. And there's another one. There is another one.
That is crazy.
31. Ninja Goo and David.
Wow, Ninja Dan, man.
David is going.
I changed my mind. He doesn't butterfly anymore. Butterfly at least was clean, even though he didn't know how to use his ERS. But he was clean to extent. Not
That
like
was
this. This is just no.
that's just silly. It's silly.
That was a bit naughty.
It's silly. You
Yeah.
know,
I hope David catches up. Yeah. Fuck, he
32
lost
laps
the
out of
ERS now.
36, and you've just stuffed David's race up. And I reckon David could have serious internal damage to that car.
Oh no. Now his tires are overcooking and he's losing rear end now. He's burning to catch up, try and
Right. Well, we're going to jump on
stay in that
some round.
DRS. It's going to be real tough for Dave.
China, 30 laps, 1.4 gap between him and Lobster. Sick Putty, 8.5 temps. He is really struggling to try and catch. Iraq Lobster is gone out in front, 1.3, 7.5 temps. He's staying with him with the DRS, but they do have damage. Rack does have that 3 seconds. Safety car, I think, is nearly done. I think on this lap it will be done and dusted. So if nothing happens at the moment, J-Man, what a drive from him in that P4 position at the moment, looking likely to stay in that P4 as Iraq Lobster will drop down to just P3 because he doesn't have the gap. But it's just some silly manoeuvres at the end there. And David, his race has been absolutely stuffed there. And China, right, we'll jump on board with China for an onboard. And there you go from drifts. But an interesting race, Marzi, and your driver of the day, mate.
Oh, I'd have to give it to David. I'm sorry, but yeah, for me, he coming up from where did he start? Position changes. I mean, David made 5 positions, so he started P11. To keep it that clean, to keep it that within the pace, being patient and following that DRS and gaining that time and using everybody's mistake to his advantage is just that experience has to be mentioned. So my vote goes to David.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll fire that in very, very soon. We're just jumping on board with China, and I think China's in a little bit of trouble because Iraq Lobster is behind him with 1.2. Not in the DRS at the moment, but if China can work with Iraq Lobster, he can take the win here. He just needs to stay within the DRS, work together with him. Those tyres are going to be very hurt. They're going to hurt. They are going to be hurting. And he also needs to save a little bit of DRS as well, 22%. He needs to be able to save. He's got 2 laps to go. And this race is not over at the moment. Can Iraq Lobster get past him and make a 3-second gap? Interesting to see on 34 laps out of 36 at the moment. There has been so much going on in this race. I'm surprised we've still got 14 cars on the grid. The catalyst tonight has been Ninja Goo. He has been an absolute madman on that track tonight. Just not being patient. You know, he's got the speed. Now just turn the racecraft into it. Take your time. You've got a damaged front left. You're going to be slow in some corners. Work with the cars. This is we've seen it all weekend. This is a track that you work. I did it in the sprint with Maddie and Tudor. And as soon as you lose the ERS, you just don't battle. You can't. You've got to work with the cars, use the DRS, and then strategy comes into it when you make the pit stops, or if they make a mistake, that's when you make the moves. And tonight that just hasn't happened. They've made moves on silly corners, which has just caught them off guard, and they've caused themselves serious problems. And yeah, they may have finished, Marzi,
Yep.
they're finishing tonight, but the penalties are outrageous.
J-Man makes a nut in the spot.
He's done it again.
And that's...
Ninja Goo has just taken out Faded.
Oops.
Lap
Oh,
35.
no. Oh, J-Man. J-Man and Ferrari are off, and J-Man is DNF'd.
Oh, my day.
Wow. Watch the re-entry, my friend. Jesus. I mean, we don't see many safety cars in Brazil being such a wide track, and the walls are so far away from the track, but this is just incredible. How much speed are you going under so you can smash the wall that far away? And guess what? David is in P4.
Mm.
My vote still stands. I believe Dave definitely deserves drive of the day.
Okay, I'm just trying to keep up because I've just seen another incident between Ninjago and Faded, lap 35. I've not seen the incident.
Iraq is around. Iraq is
Oh,
around in
really?
turn 1. David
Wow.
goes past. P3. Oh my God.
Oh, I
Jesus.
cannot believe what we're
Oh, I
seeing.
don't know what happened
I cannot believe what we're
by
seeing, ladies
himself.
and gentlemen.
He doesn't have any damage.
Well,
He gives he gives
goes
it
to
to
go,
David again. Um,
goes to David. Driver of the day goes to David. Because, yeah.
Absolutely deserved. Faded
Oh,
3 seconds.
what?
Ninja Goo another 3 seconds.
I'm speechless.
Ninja Goo needs to yeah, he
Um,
needs to reevaluate his being here and why is he doing this, because this is not the way to learn and raise, my friend. I'm
no,
sorry, but
no.
no offense again, but this is not the way to do it, man.
All right, well,
This
China
is not the
crosses
way
the
to do it.
line, takes the Brazilian Grand Prix. Great weekend for him. 35 laps
Well done, China.
on those hard compound tyres. Sick Party taking P2, and David, what a drive again! That is the third podium in 3
Well
weeks.
done.
Fantastic result from him. And Rat Lobster getting that P4 and having that spin at the end. And what a drive from Woofer taking P5, Faded taking
Yeah,
P6, Ninja Goo taking
P5.
P7, Mad Poo taking P8, and obviously the Mercedes finishing on the soft compound tyres, taking P9, so they everyone getting points. White Wolf looking to come into P10. Filthy Orange going to take P11. Mablet taking P12 and Eyeball taking up the last place in P13. And let's get some interviews. China Sick Pony and David. I'm a bit speechless, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's not much to say about this one. He had absolutely fights, incidents, safety cars. Greatest overtake of the season happened in this race. It's just a crazy race. But yeah, well done to China. Definitely a great race. I just want to ask him one question: did he actually mean to do that from the start, or it just came to him at about half the time? But yeah, great drive from David, especially being the driver of the day in my books. Anyway, he's done a very good job. Everybody's mistakes, even though he got spun and he kept it cool and made it onto the podium. Well done to David and to Sick Party as well.
Yeah, well, we're going to go through the results. There's the sprint results, ladies and gentlemen. There is the feature. China taking up P1, Sick Paddy taking P2, David taking P3. A lot of penalties as well. Also, Eyeball actually getting the last point of the night in that P13 fastest lap. And look at those DNFs there. Drusilla, Milano, Seaforth, Pornell, Fishlips, Rome's, J-Man, all out of this race. And yeah, if you wanted to capitalise on points, McLaren definitely didn't do that, and Mercedes definitely did. So yeah, and also the guys at the top, Sick Party capitalising on more points. China also, David and Iraq Lobster. So Thunderballs and Edge and J-Man losing out on points this week again. Which is making this battle for this championship making extremely interesting. And Iraq Lobster again, Mazi, causing himself a spin and getting a penalty again, which gets him off the podium. It's happened too much. Too much.
Yeah, too much too often.
Yeah, too much too often. All right. Well, we've got the guys in. We're just waiting on one more person. China. Join comms box. Just waiting on China, which hopefully will get him in a second. But first of all, before we do go over and have a quick chat and talk to the drivers, just waiting on China. Marzi, give me a summary of tonight's races in the sprint and the feature.
Yeah, well, like I said, the sprint was exciting. It was, but yeah, lots of moves done. Lots of great overtaking, lots of good driving as well. Race was a completely different sort of thing. Lots of safety cars. 7 people didn't finish, but we also had some great racing between the guys. Nice to see some new faces up on podiums. Uh, China definitely deserves this win. And great drive overall, but also some crazy driving, like unexpected moves. And yeah, I wonder if the guys that are getting overtaken actually anticipate some moves that have been done tonight. So that would be my question for Dave when I speak to him. But yeah, overall, it's an exciting race to watch. Yeah, Brazil never seems to disappoint, does it?
No, this one didn't. This had everything. If you needed popcorn and hot chocolate, this was the race to have it. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
let's talk to the podium winners tonight and get their thoughts, and obviously get their thoughts going into round 16 next week in Suzuka as well. So first up in the comms box, this man is jumping into the comms box every week at the moment with a consistency, which is great to see. Person wanted to drop down a division, didn't feel that he could hack it in the Division 5, put him in Division 6. David, mate, what is going on with your form lately, mate? Again, keeping out of the danger zone. I've got no comments, unfortunately, about the race, which I will. We'll have another briefing next week because that obviously went out the window. We'll talk about the sprint, and then we'll talk about the feature as well. So, give us a bit of your insight. Well, yeah, I'm speechless for words, to be honest with you. But yeah, from your point of view, POV in the sprint and the feature, how did you find it tonight?
Yeah, the sprint was fine. That was fine. As you guys probably saw, I didn't set a time there, and yeah, the game said it was drying up. Went out on softs, and I tried to accelerate out of the pits, and the car wasn't having any of it. And then got about halfway through, like I'm not gonna make it here. And then I tried to push it and spun a couple of times, and then for the sprint race itself, it was just basically watching chaos evolve in front of me, and it was just like, okay, these two are bumping wheels, prepare to go here. And that's just what it was. It was just anticipating that things were going to happen. And then to get up to seventh from last, I thought that was a really good thing for me personally. Like, I generally don't do that when I finish right at the back. I normally struggle and have something happen. And then, look, the best way to describe that feature race is that is one of the craziest races I've ever been a part of. And to show you how crazy it was on that like the second to last lap, when the Ferrari and the Haas DNF'd, I was laughing my head off so much because I was in pure disbelief that with all the stuff that happened to me, I was going to get on the podium because I saw a rack spin. It's like, I've finished on the podium somehow. How have I done this? Like, because that was even more of a drive to survive scenario. Like, people hitting each other. I saw probably four big crashes. I'm like, oh my God, like what is happening? And then at one point I had three cars overtaking me. It's like, Jesus, what is this? What do I do? And then it was pretty much just staying composed and watching and just ensuring that your instincts were on. And that's pretty much it. As I said last week and the week before, it's just being lucky. Whereas this week, it wasn't so much being lucky with a safety car, it was more just being lucky that my anticipation was on point.
Yeah, and we've seen with experience and me racing with you and against you, and obviously your knowledge from other leagues. You're very very patient, and I was probably in a bit of a similar situation last night when there was about 5 or 6 cars battling in the midfield pack, and you just stick behind, don't even go for the moves, and it's good to see having that patience. Yes, unfortunately, it does a bit of we could say a little bit of pain, a little bit of gain, because you do lose a little bit of time. But then due to the fighting and that opens options, and we saw massive options opened up for you tonight. You know, we saw J Man, he had some serious pace. And then unfortunately he got involved in an incident. Those tyres were very, very old. You were on a very, very good set of tyres. we didn't know how long China's tyres were going to last as well. So it was just keeping out of danger. But give us a little bit of an insight into the incident with Ninja Goo, because I just don't know where that came from. You're coming around into Sector 1 and he literally just basically spears you into the side of your car.
Yeah, so he's already apologized for it. So he's done the right thing, just for everyone out there. He knows he's at fault for that. So yeah, basically, so obviously you guys knew that Paulie DNF'd early in the race. So he was literally watching the race for me, and he was reporting on who behind me was actually sending moves to try and get ahead. So he was feeding me the good info of who I could trust and who just to be a bit wary of. And he was telling me, just be careful of him. He wants to send it. And then, like, the best way to describe what happened was I was about to take the turn. And then for those out there that don't know, I race in far chase. So you could say that's another plus to racing in far chase. But I just see his wing show up on my screen. I'm like, okay, the move's coming. I'm going to get hit. The only thing I can do here is hold the brake and take the impact and just hope that me holding the brake settles the car enough so I don't get spun as well. So I got speared once, and then it was a slight spear again. But then luckily for me, the car held and I was able just to drive off. So it didn't really damage me that much. But then at the time, it kind of was a little annoying because at that time, I thought I actually had a real good crack to get on the podium, like not knowing what was going to unfold, because I tried to get a move done on Ninja Goo earlier. He fought it, and then that happened. It's like, oh man, come on, I've just lost my podium, you know. But yeah, he's apologized. It's all good, and yeah, it's in the past now. Like, obviously, I heard you guys say it was an onboard, so we'll submit the footage for it, and hopefully he just learns from it. That's all it is, really. He just learns that that's not the time to do that move.
I think there was a lot of situations going on there tonight. You know, and we got to learn.
Oh, there was.
We got to learn from it. You know, and it's not. I'm not giving excuses. You know, with 15 rounds in, we know there's going to be incidents and stuff like that. But also, there's a briefing, and you know, and obviously, there's now going to unfortunately have to be another briefing. But we do learn. You've got the Japanese Grand Prix next, and well, this Sector 1 is an absolute nightmare. I can't absolutely stand the track. But from your point of view, how do you feel that you're going to go around there?
No, we're done now. So the remaining tracks on the calendar, the only one I like is Mexico, and I know I'm not quick at Mexico, so it's pretty much we're going downhill from here. And the only way I will get on the podium is if complete utter madness happens. But you saw tonight it happens, and then talking about Japan specifically, look, I like the track personally. I think it's a nice track that actually tests you as a driver. It's got some spots to make overtakes, but then it also requires a lot of patience because it is a one car line there. But look, I'll just approach it like I do every race, come in, see what we can do, and then if I know the pace is off, we just settle in and grind out and pick people off through penalties and incidents like we did tonight.
Well, no, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, and I'll pass you over to Marzi.
Too easy.
Hey Dave, how are you?
Yeah, good man. Oh, and I'd like to say hello to Panic. I did hear him, like when I joined the briefing before, but I was on mute because I was walking out of my room. So hello.
I just want to congratulate you on being the driver of the day, of course, tonight. That was my vote, and SJ definitely agreed with me. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on your podium, P3. I always respect more the experience over a raw pace, I would say. So it was a crazy race. I felt a bit sorry for you when I saw that incident with Ninja Goo, but hats off to you from keeping a cool head and pushing on. And it worked out great for you. So some incidents that you took advantage of and gone past a Rock Lobster and Haas and Ferrari incident gave you the podium. Just want to take my hats off and say congrats on keeping a cool head and pushing on forward. And you definitely deserve this podium, mate.
Nah, thanks. I appreciate the driver of the day, and yeah, I think the best way to sum up what you just said is I felt that at one point there I was on for the podium as well, and like if I would have been a lot younger when certain things happened, I probably would have got pissed off and got on tilt a little bit. But the one thing that I've always tried to say to myself is when an incident happens, there's nothing you can do. You're stuck in the situation you're in, and then you just continue on and hope something else happens. And then, obviously, as we all saw, a lot else happened. So yeah. So as I said, when scenarios like this present yourself, you take them and you enjoy it, and then pretty much we show up next week, we do the driver's briefing, and we move on. And can I ask to be excused from that? Have I proven I'm clean?
Absolutely. I think in my books you can, but yeah, it's not up to me
No.
to decide, mate.
I'll be
Anyways, have a good night. It was a watch. A very good job from you and your teammate who was very but yeah, great race, mate, and we'll see you next week.
No, cheers, Marzi. Thanks, guys.
All good, bro.
Okay, thank you very much, David. All right, we'll move over to P2. I'll let Marzi take this one away. First up, Sick Party.
Mr. Sick Party, are you with us?
Yeah, what's up?
Congrats on P2, my friend. That was a heck of a drive. How did the race go for you?
What is it? I got like on that I was doing well at the start actually, and then when that Alpine did had the safety car restart, I got like yellow wing damage, and I just had to deal with that for the rest of the race. So that was fun.
yeah, it would be. But you kept up. You're a bit of a lucky guy because you had China in front of you most of the race, or say second part of the race, feature race anyway. Bit of an older tire where you can, where you could keep up with him or try and catch up to him, but your wing damage was sort of holding you back. We know you got that pace. We showed it in Div 5 the other night, but overall a great race, man. Considering that you had that damage for a long stint or a long period of that race, and it was a great drive. No doubt about it. You definitely deserve that P2, and congrats on that. The next one would be Suzuka Japan. How do you feel about that one?
I haven't I'm relatively new to wheel still, and I haven't driven Suzuka on wheel yet. But I hated it when I was on controller, so hopefully it's a lot better on wheel.
It is much better, yeah. I can vouch for that.
Okay, that helps my hopes then.
Well, that's good, man. I wish you luck in the next for the next weekend in Suzuka, and yeah, good job on P2, man. I'll hand you over to SJ.
Yeah, Sick Paddy. Obviously, we gave you a bit of a compliment starting off with the race. Obviously, you started last night in Division 5. You had a go, a bit like me in Division 4, and you showed you got some serious pace, and you did very, very well. And you that would probably give you a little bit of an advantage. That's the word I'm after. An advantage to the guys tonight because you've done the track. You know that you need to stay within the DRS, you need to work with each other, and then take your moment. And unfortunately tonight you could have taken your moment in a few areas. The sprint was very, very good. The feature was up and down. You got damage. How hard was it since you got that damage to push on and try and keep with Iraq Lobster and try and stay within the lead?
I mean, me and Iraq, we worked really well before he ended up gapping me because, I think it was 3 seconds to China ahead from me and Iraq, and then we just started DRS training back up, and I think that got Iraq in China's DRS, but right when it dropped me out of Iraq's DRS, so that was something. So yeah, I actually it was really good working with Iraq. Really, it wasn't like we were diving each other or anything. It was just really clean from both of us.
No, it's good, and we could definitely see that you were going to probably gain on China eventually because those tyres would have been cooked near the end on China's. So, no, mate, well done again. And I'm just looking at the table with obviously just having to change things, and you've lost a spot. China's obviously jumped you, but nice little battle here between you, China, and David. And J-Man. Like David's 167, you're on 175, and China's on 178 for that P4 spot. And if anything happens between the front three, Still plenty of opportunity for you to even win this championship.
Yeah, I just kind of lost. I'm still annoyed at what happened to the
Speechless.
race. Yeah, it's more I'm just trying to not say anything too bad because I just wrecked in the race. Or
Yeah.
I say wrecked, but I still got P2 in the end.
No, it's still a good result, and after all that, that happened around you, and that's all. Sometimes you got to do: be a little bit patient. Don't go for those moves that you normally go for because you know that someone's gonna, maybe come across your car, and just take your time. And you took your time. You got onto the podium. You've gone onto the podium last few weeks. Your qualifying pace was extraordinary. It was very, very good to see. You've obviously got the pace, and you've got the patience as well, and you just bring that into the next 5 races, then you've got a massive opportunity, and anything can happen. You've seen tonight, McLaren, no points. Mercedes didn't get that high up in the table. J-Man out as well. Thunderbolt's missing. Edge missing. Datora making that mistake at the end. So anything's possible, mate. Anything is possible. And congratulations once again, and look forward to seeing you in Suzuka.
Yeah.
Okay, doesn't say much, but
Yeah, I don't have much to say really
take the
after what
compliments,
happened.
mate. Take the compliments. Trust me.
He talks on track.
Yeah, take the compliments. And I know what you're saying. I think me, myself, and Marzi are a bit speechless of what we've seen tonight. But yeah, we'll address that soon. But no, congratulations, and yeah, like I said, we'll see you in Suzuka.
Yeah.
All right. We will go over to our winner of the night, China. And thank you very much also for hosting. Very much appreciated. Take us through your night, mate. You had some wheel bangings, you had some battles, and in the feature, you just basically were left on your own. So, yeah, give us a bit of a heads up on tonight's race and antics from your point of view.
Yeah, lots of there was a bit of side by side there in a couple of places I didn't think it'd be going on, but just wanted to shout out the Sick Party. He would have trumped me if he didn't have that damage. I could tell he was way quicker on track. He just sort of had a down pat. Sorry, mate. But look, the sprint was a really tight finish. I didn't feel like it was too bad a sprint race. The actual race, I hear there was lots of carnage in the mid pack, and behind me, I copped yellow damage off the line and had to pit. But sort of sounds like everyone copped a little bit of it.
Yes, indeed they did, and you obviously went for the distance and 35 laps on the hards.
Yeah, 35 laps on the hard, so
How were
they held in pretty well. 48% at the end.
Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So you're obviously
Not too bad. They're flicking off the ERS as much as I could just to make sure I wasn't sort of lighting them up on exit, and as soon as I gained a bit of room there, I sort of just managed my pace.
Did you feel that Datora and Sick Party wouldn't catch you near the end?
Look, if there was more laps in it, I was definitely slowing down, that's for sure. But I could see that they had pens. So look, even if Lobster, and he did actually get close to me, but I think he overcooked it and shot through. But I think if he stayed on me that lap, he probably would have had me on the next straight.
Well, pending results, penalties, and everything going on tonight, which is obviously going to be a long night for myself. I know that for a fact.
You love it, mate.
No, I don't. Trust me, I'm very tired. 2 spots moved up in the championship. You've gone from 6th to 4th, 178 points. You've got 224 in front of you of Thunderbolts, 246 of Edge, and 256 of Datora. Are you knocking on the door?
Mate, I'm trying to be realistic about it. I think there's a look in at third, but with everyone back on deck, I think the podiums are going to be very, very highly contended. There's about 5 of us going for P4 or 5, so I think it's going to be tight towards the end of the year, especially with most of the drivers back.
And you've done every single race this season, mate. So congratulations, your attendance has been fantastic, and you've 3P1s this season and 1P3. That's pretty good. Pretty good stats there compared to some of the other guys. Obviously, Totora's only got 2P1s, 3P2s, and 2P2s. And Edge likes finishing in P2. I know that for a fact. He's got 1P1, 4P2s, 2P3s, and Thunderballs has been pretty consistent from P1 and P2 with 4P1s, 3P2s, and 1P3. If you're there, you feel that you can cause a bit of a problem, because we've seen tonight, and we'll say it from the get go. McLaren, that they didn't have the best of nights. Mercedes didn't probably score the points that they wanted to, but they did put points on the board. J-Man obviously had that incident, and obviously no Thunderballs, no Edge, and Datora getting that penalty again. Obviously, there's big opportunity there for the likes of yourself and Sick Party.
Absolutely, and just trying to capitalise on it while it's there. I think I think we're really finding out, even though it's at the tail end of the season, sort of who the more competitive drivers are. Everyone's still having a bit of a crappy run from time to time. I think my issue closing out the season is just going to be if I'm not in P1, I need to be in the top 5, and I've been very hot and cold throughout the season. Looking forward to backing up next week.
Okay. I want to ask you one more question before I do pass you on to Marzi. What's your thoughts of Division 6 this season? Because obviously races like this do happen. Well, we can't say they don't, because they do. We don't want to see races like this unfold, unfortunately. We want to see people try and make it clean and, not see what we saw on tonight's track. But what have you taken from Division 6 going into 16 rounds next week in Japan?
It's very much a learner league. So this is my first season in, and I certainly appreciate that maybe the first few rounds I had an opportunity to to learn getting through. But it's easy to see there's a bit of a skill gap between maybe the top and the bottom half. But in saying that, it's look, I think it's worthwhile having the range of drivers. We probably just all need to up our awareness a bit, and that includes myself. On-track awareness here is pretty key, and sounds like a lot of people just weren't paying attention. It could have been myself as well.
Do you believe that you have learned something from the division?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. As the years progressed, I feel, or as the round, sorry, I feel more confident about moving up next season. That could be a possibility for me. So for me, it's just about buckling down, and each week, if I'm not improving, at least learning from the mistakes I've made.
Are you being engineered by any chance?
Have been engineered, and I have to say they've been spot on. Two doors been really great for a lot of divisions that kick.
Mm-hmm.
But particularly for myself there, he provides a great amount of guidance and really calms everything down for everyone.
Yeah, great driver as well, and also a good teammate.
Absolutely.
I'm his teammate in another league, and we absolutely smashing it. So yeah, very very good driver, and was very very good this weekend. So no, take my props off to Kick as well, because that's the difference, and we've said so many times. I know I'm going on a little bit, but that is what we've said so many times now. Is it's just getting into a rig and playing the game on controller, PC, whatever. Anyone can do that. But then when you bring the aspect of engineering and using your ERS management, as we saw tonight, we were watching one of the Mercedes and he was burning every single part of his ERS, and we were like, that's wrong. And if they get that little bit of a tip there and a tip there, and it can just change very, very quickly. And I learned that very quickly from changing teams as well. And that's nothing against my arse team, but you learn things very, very quickly. And that's what we're trying to do as a league, bringing more of an aspect into just playing the game and just enjoying it. We want to bring in that strategic side to it as well. Pit stop strategies, tyres, ERS management, brake bias, and it definitely shows. It definitely shows. You can tell who's being engineered, and you can definitely tell who's not. So, no, all good to hear. Glad you're enjoying it, mate.
I think that's the easiest time advantage you can get, is having good engineering in your ear. It's easy to forget a range of things while you're on track and getting caught up. But yeah, if you got someone else in your ear, it's just really helps you along.
Some people can't do it, unfortunately. Some people can't deal with that distraction. Some people like to just race on their own, or they like to race while watching the stream. I don't know how you can do that. How could you put up with my voice while racing? I have no idea. High pitchedness and going mad, and when incidents happen, but people can.
I can barely hear you.
There you go. I'll pass you over to Marzi, but congratulations once again, China, and we'll look forward to seeing what you can do in Suzuka. And I'll pass you over to Marzi.
Beauty. Thanks.
China, mate. Congrats on P1.
Thanks, Marzi. Great drive.
It was a crazy race to watch. Just got one question. Did you figure out you're going to finish race on those hards at lap 1 when you changed them, or did it come about halfway?
That was the plan. Provided I didn't get too disadvantaged or potentially disadvantaged by safeties. Those tires were going through to the end.
Well done, mate. Well done, and round of applause for your engineer for figuring that out, that you can do it. And it is a massive undertake to do 35 laps in this track, pushing full hard and trying to get away from the racing. You absolutely deserved a podium and P1. And, wish you best of luck for few races that you got. And it's getting heated up towards the season. Hopefully, you can get up there and maybe even win.
And I'll give it a red hot crack.
Why not?
Beauty. Thanks, Marzi.
Good luck for you, mate. I'll speak to you soon, and I'll look forward to the next race.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, mate.
Okay, all right. Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in, as always. And if you haven't seen this race, get ready to put the kettle on, make a hot chocolate, popcorn, Kit Kat, whatever you need to do, because there was some serious action in there tonight. That had everything. It had carnage. It had overtakes. It had one of the most outrageous overtakes I've seen from J-Man. If you are listening in, mate, please TikTok that, because that was phenomenal. How you managed to slow down that car and make that clean. So very well done as well. Big up to all of our followers as well tonight. Guna 420 Blaze, thank you very much. Big up to all the bits and 5 bits from customer relations. Resubbing as well from Dino. Thank you very much, mate. 12 months, love the support. Resubscription as well from customer relations, 23 months as well. Big up to our main sponsor, AI369. Feel free to check out in the comments. Also, of the sponsors of Pagnin and SimLab. Remember, if you are needing any sim gear or anything, wheels, pedals, anything, I had Echoes, pedals broke the other day, so feel free, jump on board, use the code in the comments, and you'll get a little bit of a discount. And also you've got Speed Nation as well, and SimLab if you want extravagant pedals, which are a little bit more money than the normal ones. Marzi, thank you very much, mate, for saving my voice tonight. It's been a pleasure to have you back on comms. I know you don't like the comms, but otherwise I don't know if I'd have been able to do that tonight. I'd have been screaming left, right, and centre, and I'd have been croaky as anything in the morning. But no, thank you very much for jumping in and being my right-hand man in the comms box.
Not a problem, mate. I enjoyed it.
But you did.
On.
That was it.
We saw some crazy moves. We saw some good moves. We saw incredible wins. 35 lap tires. JD my thunder, man. That. But overall, a great race from 6 to 9.
Yeah, indeed. Very, very interesting. A lot of question marks. I think a lot of drivers are not very happy, frustrated, and we know that they put a lot of time and work in, and especially the drivers that are doing very, very well, and to get their race destroyed is not the best. But keep it cool, keep it calm and collected. Put your incidents in, put your tickets in. There's going to be an announcement going out very, very soon regarding Division 6. But that's not it. That's not it yet. We've got one more race, and it is the last race of Brazil, and it is the last race of the sprint weekend. They have been an absolute pleasure. I think they've been more entertaining this season than last season. They don't get much positivity do they sprint races? Some people like them, some people don't, Marzi.
Yeah, true that. At least the one-shot quality's got away, so there's something to look forward to. I think people hate one-shot qualities more than they.
Yes, indeed. Indeed, they do. And like I said, there is more racing tomorrow night with Division 3. And we could be starting to announce a championship winner in Division 3 very, very shortly. So you'll have to see how we go this weekend. Then we can start adding and doing some subtracting and some, working out if that person is going to win the championship in Plugger in the Mercedes. But then we are then back on Saturday night for a track which I cannot stand, and I don't think Division 1 are not going to look forward to it. But they did pick it. So it is Imola up next for round 16. And those guys have got 2 rounds left before their season finishes. We've still got 5 more rounds from Division 2 to Division 6. And then obviously Division 4 and 2 start up next Sunday at Japan, Suzuka, Konichiwa, which another track I cannot stand, and I'm not looking forward to it. So, yeah. But thank you very much, as always, for tuning in and watching. Thank you very much for all the followers. Thank you, everyone, to the reserves as well. Everyone that took part tonight. Really, really appreciate it. Marzi, once again, thank you very much for jumping on board in the comms box with me.
Not a problem, man.
And remember, guys, we are on YouTube. I'm not seeing enough people follow our YouTube. We've got nearly 1,800 plus followers on Twitch, and we want to try and transfer those onto YouTube. So if you are wanting to watch the highlights of these races, they do stay on Twitch for a period of time, but then they can get uploaded to YouTube. So feel free to put some comments in, make YouTube a little bit more engaging than Twitch. I know Twitch is the main one, but let's get on YouTube. Let's watch some highlights. Let's put some comments in and get amongst it, because this race will go live on YouTube, and the same with the rest of our races as well. Congratulations as well to all podium winners: David for driver of the day and for finishing P3, Sick Puddy in P2, China in P1. And as I always say, I'll leave you a quote before I go. China, that is his 3rd win of this season. Is he knocking on the door for the championship? We'll find out in Suzuka. Good night.